don't remember that at all. Oh, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Odyssey. I'm Homer the Poet, and today we have a very special guest to help us keep our facts straight, live via satellite from a room in her house which we can't disclose for safety reasons, but might be the pantry. Please welcome, from the Getty Museum, Dr. Shelby Brown.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Dr. Brown. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Homer. Thank you for having me. I am really excited to be here because I am a big fan, have been ever since grad school.
Oh.
And I just have to say, your dactylic hexameter just is, it's the best.
Now, let me make sure I have your official title correct. You are the Special Project Liaison for the Antiquities Division of Pre-Macedonian Artifactual Intelligence?
No, that sounds important, but that's not it.
Oh, well, I know it's not Director of Old Stuff.
That's a little simple.
What about Classical Archaeologist and Classicist?
That one I like. That's good.
And what does that mean?
It does mean Director of Old Stuff.
Ha! I knew it. Now listen, Dr. Brown, we only have about 15 seconds left, but I want to delve as deep as we can. So, when looking at the Odyssey as a whole, well, let's go back even before that, right? With Homer, I mean, when he was, well, all right, let's put it in this context. And we're back with Dr. Shelby Brown, thanks to one of our sponsors. Now, Dr. Brown, how is it possible that the Odyssey has survived all these millennia?
Well, I know you have to catch up on a lot, but so do we. There's a lot of people out there waiting for an interview with you now that you're back.
Guys, please.
You know, the stories that you were pulling together so beautifully had been around a really long time, but you really put them together in a new way.
Gee!
And you became famous as having performed and sung the best version.
Wow!
After that, they never went away. The Odyssey became sort of eternally famous.
Oh, please, no paparazzi.
And the Phoenicians came over, they helped with the alphabet.
Penelope.
After a while, you got in the school curriculum. That's really key.
Thank you, school curriculum.
The scribes would copy and recopy by hand, very tediously, until the printing press. And you've been around, the whole time.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Shelby Brown, for elucidating us on all things Odyssey. And maybe we'll see you back here from time to time to help us keep our facts straight.
That would be good, because I suspect the facts may get a little weird.
Here is the story of a man named Odysseus, who went on the epic journey of his life. He met lots of nasty foes and ancient creatures, but he missed his wife. Here is the story of a lovely lady who kept hoping that a man would soon be seen. She was all alone, without a husband, way worse than quarantine. Till one day when Zeus met with Athena, and she asked her dad to let Odysseus go free. And then Zeus agreed, so did all the others.
Well, all except me.
The Odyssey, this is the way that we'll show you the Odyssey.
Previously on the Odyssey.
We had a meeting of immortal gods, Zeus shooting lightning rods, Odysseus lamented by his missus. Calypso had to set him free so he could see Penelope and give her lots of hugs and lots of kisses. So he hoped and prayed he would see better days, and he learned it's not Hermes, it's Hermes. Odysseus tried hiding from the god Poseidon, who nearly drowned him just for fun. And now the second part begins with Cyclops. We'll see who wins, and that's a recap of episode 1. I'm worried about this Odysseus guy. Would our friend Odysseus die? Let's find out.
But Odysseus would not die. He washed ashore on the island of the Phaeacians, who welcomed him as an honored guest, and he enjoyed feasting and playing games.
I got wet.
and he regaled them with tales of his travels, including one of his most famous exploits from Book 9.
Escaped the jaws of death.
This is where I might have invented a little device called the flashback. You're welcome, Shawshank Redemption.
So there I was, clinging to a piece of my wrecked ship. Grape. Floating in the water, and starting to pass out, unable to hang on.
Don't let go, Jack. Never let go.
Fortunately, I knew that my heart would go on. And on. And on. And on. Thank you. And I had sailor number 1 with me.
Hello, I'm sailor number 1. I'd love to tell you my real name, but I'll most likely be dead soon, so why bother?
Let's not make it so, number 1. But just then, I spotted an island on the horizon.
Actually, sir, I spotted the island. Yeah, you were sleeping while using me as a flotation device.
Well, you always were a good buoy. In any case, the island loomed large, a strange and mysterious place, completely deserted. We saw smoke rising from the opening of a cave.
Actually, sir.
All right, would you like to tell the story?
Well, I couldn't, sir. Then they'd have to change the name of the book from the Odyssey to the Sailor Number 1-essey. But besides, the Phaeacians are loving it. But I will perform a short song that gives some exposition and attempts to round out my nameless character and that of fellow sailors who shall appear in future episodes. All aboard the ODDyssey! Myself,
You.
and I, and me, hi. Around our peaceful blue world we do roam.
We do this full time.
Though we sailors don't mind. Though we have families, we'll never go home.
So
Hoist up the odds mainsail.
rig the lines and tighten the knots. Yar. Turn the ignition on and check the blind spots. Let's heave and let's ho. With a joyful yo ho ho. We'll die on this trip and never go home.
I was exploring the Atlantic Sea when I ran into a Manatee. It turns out she was the gorgeous siren of my dreams. I miss our late night texts, and when I'm scared or vexed, her blubber keeps me warm at night, her flippers hold me well.
I pirated the Pacific trade.
I was a line cook on a carnival cruise.
I pillaged and drank and lost me own hand in San Juan.
Everyone was chill until we all got sick. It was the coves, you know, and we couldn't talk.
You're not Sailor 3, are you even trying? Your rhymes are all wrong.
Aw, dude, I'm sorry. It's just that this is the worst trip I've ever been on. I didn't know that we'd all die. I'm just an influencer looking for likes. I wanna be really famous for doing nothing. But now that I know that my end is faux show, I'll live stream my death, link in my bio.
We'll die soon enough. We'll never go home. We'll never go home.
Okay, back to my story.
The Cyclops!
He was a monstrous creature, an ogre of unimaginable ugliness.
I'm right here, you know.
Sorry.
Now what are you doing in my cave?
Your cave. Oh, sorry. Nice, though. Love what you've done with the place.
Strangers, who are you? Are you traders? Or do you sail the sea with your hand against every man and every man's hand against you?
We are the people of Agamemnon, son of Atreus.
The one with the Minotaur?
That's Theseus.
Oh, cut off Medusa's head?
Perseus.
Oh, I love those Percy Jackson movies.
Who doesn't?
Atreus, huh? Oh, it served the cook flesh of his nephews to his brother.
That's him.
Aye, that's my kind of guy.
We therefore humbly pray you to show us hospitality, and otherwise make us presents which guests might reasonably expect.
Presents, huh? Hey, what's your name?
My name?
You have a name, don't you? Or do I just call you a guy from the 70s? Or Leif Garrett? Or all three of the Bee Gees? Or B. Arthur? Or Crosby, Stills, and Nash? Or the mother from any show from the 50s? Or King George from Hamilton? What comes next?
My name is Noman.
Actually, sir.
Noman? That's not some play on words that's gonna come back and haunt me later, is it?
No, man.
Well, no, man, here's my present to you. I'll eat you last. But first, let's check in on Penelope. Maricus?
Meanwhile, back on Ithaca Isle, Penelope deals with unsuitable suitors.
Heard you were single. Mentos, the fresh maker.
Go away.
Need a date? Swipe right on OK Eros.
Will you marry me?
No.
Livery.
Interested in selling your house? Would you like to change religions?
I am the one who knocks. I am the danger. Great Scott!
And now we go back to the Cyclops, who's about to have lunch.
Oh, thank you, Maricus. Yeah, I'm hungry. Sun clutch.
Sun Clutch, the cruel wretch, gripped up my companion at once and dashed him down upon the ground. Then he tore him limb from limb. He gobbled him up like a lion in the wilderness, flesh, bones, marrow, entrails, without leaving anything uneaten.
Well, that's terrible.
Agreed.
Well, how should we do it?
What, you mean eat me?
Yeah.
Have you got a hibachi?
Oh, that sounds good.
That's how I'll do it.
Or should I kill you, or knock you out, or distract you with season 1 of RuPaul's Drag Race?
Oh, I would. Oh yeah, I'm a screamer.
Look, why don't we all just enjoy some nice wine instead?
I love wine.
What? Did we just get Zoom bombed by Aphrodite?
Yeah.
That was awesome. Well, yes, I'd love some wine. It'll pair nicely with Sailor Number 1. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, look, get that, a nice Riesling. Well.
So what's your story anyways, Cyclops?
Oh, my story? Well, my story is a sad story. You don't want to hear it. I mean, it's bluesy with a lot of reverb, and if I told it, it might sound a little something like... I'm a Cyclops, there's no denying it. Wearing glasses, no, I ain't trying it. Cyclops, I only got one eye, but if you get to know me, I'm a pretty swell guy. Cyclops, but I ain't no kid, so don't troll me just because I don't have an eyelid. I'm a Cyclops, but I ain't no clown, and now it's time for a breakdown.
Never gonna get it, 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 never gonna get it. But when you get it, I'll be sipping on gin and juice.
Yeah, I'm a Cyclops, and my story's bluesy. Yeah. They go a little something like this. Cause I'm a Cyclops, and I'm misunderstood. I only eat the people if the people taste good. I'm a Cyclops, and yeah, I've seen plenty. Cause even though I got one eye, my vision's 20. Well, that's my story, such as it is. Thanks for listening.
Bluesy, I like it. So you like the wine, Cyclops?
I do like it. You know, it's tangy with an afternote of almond. Yeah, but it's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick.
A poke in the eye with a sharp stick. I found the giant's walking stick and thrust the beam of it far into the embers to heat it. When the wood was about to blaze, I drew it out of the fire, glowing with heat. Heaven filled my heart with courage, and I drove the sharp end of the beam into the monster's eye. Even thus did I bore the red-hot beam into the eye until blood bubbled over. The steam from the burning eyeballs scalded his eyelid and eyebrow, and the roots of the eye spattered in the fire.
Again, terrible. Kids are reading this stuff in school? I mean, who wrote this?
Homer.
Actually, sir, Dr. Shelby Brown of the Getty Museum told us in the earlier part of the episode that Homer didn't write it per se, but that his performance of the piece and what he added to it were likely handed down and eventually canonized.
You wish I'd eaten him, don't you?
So much.
Well, can we just pretend that you poke me? Because we can't do that over Zoom anyway.
Oh, yes, we can. Ha ha! Ha!
Oh, here it comes. Here comes the stick. Wait, where's my eye?
In there.
Where is
Nope.
it? No,
Higher.
no,
I threw it.
Oh, my eye!
Take that! And that!
Oh, it's so dramatic!
Help, help, my eye, my eye!
Neighboring creatures and other Cyclopses responded to the cries for help.
Oh, hey, Polyphemus! Who is hurting you?
No man is hurting me.
So, no man is hurting you.
That's right.
Cut the music. Sounds like everything is fine here, according to my ears. Alright, so am I gonna see you for Poker Friday?
Well, I'll have to see.
Good one! See you later!
Cyclops, if anyone among mortal men should ever ask you who put your eye out in such an ugly fashion, say it was Odysseus, son of Laertes, dweller from Ithaca. My name isn't really Noman. It was a play on words! Ha 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 ha!
Just move on to book 10, would you?
I can't believe it. I made it through the episode alive.
Yes! High five! Ha!
Actually, sir, I didn't.
Oops. Book 10.
Book 10 will have to wait until next time. We've run out of time for today. We didn't pay for the Zoom premium version.
Will Odysseus have to face Poseidon again?
Will Poseidon speak in the third person?
Will Sailor 2 last as long as Sailor 1?
Will the Phaeacians get their own spin-off called Keeping Up with the Phaeacians? Will the Cyclops press charges?
Will we get to my part of the story?
Will Odysseus make it back to Penelope?
Will Penelope want him back?
Why wouldn't she?
Well, I don't know. I kind of like my new closet space.
And that's it till the next time. Same odd channel. Tune in next time for episode 3. We'll find out what happens next on the Odyssey.